Okay, anybody out there, did any of you ask for an Angry Birds movie too? Anyone? No? Then why on earth do we have one? Okay, let's not beat around the bush here. I despise the first Angry Birds movie. It was awful. It's one of the worst video game based movies, and it came out way after Angry Birds had hit its peak. And it was just mean-spirited, cruel, and it just didn't need to exist. So the sequel takes place arguably 1 year after the events of the first film. Red is a hero, and the pigs and birds are still fighting, but then they discover there's a third island that plans to destroy their islands. So they team up to fight the third island and save their islands. So, yeah, it's basically as basic a plot as you can get. This movie is another one of Sony's cash grab sequels. The first film apparently made a lot of money, so this sequel was warranted. So there are some positives to the sequel, like the animation. It's easy to look at, and it's very nice. You know, it stays true to the style of the Angry Birds video games. The voice acting's pretty good. There are some likable characters like Silver, and the villain can be kind of over the top sometimes. And sometimes can be really cute, like with the birds and the little pigs. Like, they're basically trying to replicate Scrat, like, you know, little short clips. But other than that, yeah, it's another cash grab sequel. They try to be hip and cool, and it just doesn't work. It comes off as pandering and disrespectful to your audience. They didn't make this sequel because they wanted to tell a good story or because they were passionate, but to make some easy money. And that's what Sony's all about. So, yeah, there are some good things about it, but, you know, this movie only exists to make a quick buck. So, yeah, this is a movie you can give a definite skip. Out of, you know, I recommend that you skip the first film as well, and just stick to the video games. Stick to the Angry Birds tunes. Those are far more interesting than this. Let's see, what else? Chuck and Bomb. Bomb's less funny, but Chuck with his, you know, I'm too fast for you joke, that can be really amusing sometimes. But one thing I can't stand about these movies is they're illogical. Like, at the ending of the first film, Leonard was surrounded by TNT, and he got blown up, but yet he didn't die. In fact, their whole town got blown up, yet they didn't die. What gives? Is everyone in this universe immortal? Like, why do they even fear dying? Like, seriously. They're basically Looney Tunes cartoons, so why are they even trying to save their island? Nobody dies in this movie. Nobody. So, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. The characters, they're not interesting. I didn't care about what was going on in this movie. The characters are unlikable, and it just feels soulless, like there's no passion behind it. So, yeah, I definitely recommend you give this film a skip. If you like characters like Terrence and Matilda, you'll only see a little bit of them in this movie. So, that's, oh, one more thing. You barely get to see Stella in this movie. She's only in, like, one scene, and that's at the wedding scene at the ending of the movie. So, I think I pretty much gave my full thoughts on this movie. I give it a 2 out of 10, because there are some positives here. Including a really cute scene with a seal and a puppy. But, yeah, this movie's not going to be timeless, not going to be memorable. I'm going to forget about it as soon as this review's over. Anyway, see you guys later. Also, one other thing I couldn't stand was how much of a dick Red was in this movie. I mean, sure, everyone's mean to him, and I can't stand that they're still mean to him in the sequel. Like, you know, they treat him like dirt, but, you know, he's constantly saying that he wants to work alone, and, you know, even when his friends try to help him, he just rejects them over and over again. And that's a dickish move. Like, and even when there's serious scenes where they're trying to complete the mission and save thousands of lives, He's trying to prove himself a hero. Like, he's thinking about himself instead of thousands of lives he's trying to save. Like, I mean, come on, dude. There are times when they have landed on a safe ledge and they're trying to get from point A to point B, and he'll take his time to show off that, you know, he's still a hero. And that really pissed me off. So yeah, Angry Birds Movie 2 can go suck it. See you guys later.